with all the latest in news, sports, and entertainment. You're watching the BooneTV Buzz, Iowa High School's most watched high school news show.
Hello Boone High, and welcome back to the BooneTV Buzz. Thank you for joining us for this week's news show, where we will bring you all the latest in news, sports, and entertainment from this past week. Let's take a look at what has BHS buzzing. This year, Boone High's English department welcomed 2 new teachers to the staff, one of them being Miss Beckris. BooneTV's Strummer Grout had the opportunity to ask her and some of her students questions about her teaching technique.
Every year there are new teachers here at Boone High School. One of these teachers you can find in the English department. After student teaching at BHS last year, Miss Beckers is now a full-time English teacher at the high school.
So I've always loved English since I was a little kid. I would go to the library and pick out a huge stack of books to take home and read for the week. And as I got into high school and college, it just felt like my calling. I could write really well, I could read a lot, and I just wanted to pass on that love of English to other people.
Many students enjoy Miss Becker's class. This is what they had to say about it.
She's nice and she's easy to learn from and she explains everything well.
It's pretty fun and I learn from it pretty well.
Miss Beckers enjoys other things in teaching English. Here's what she said.
My perfect spring break would be honestly staying home, sleeping in a lot, probably reading some books, playing Minecraft and The Sims, all that sorts of good stuff.
Miss Beckers is looking forward to have a great year with her classes. This has been Strummer Grout from BooneTV. As always, roll doors.
Over the summer, some teachers move rooms to create the Success Center that focuses on helping students succeed in school. Here is BooneTV's Elliot Riddle with more on this new program.
There are plenty of systems for teachers to help out students here at Boone High. The Success Center, a program newly introduced this year, works directly with students in order to support them. One of the leads of this program is Mrs. Burke, a former English teacher here at the high school.
So I knew growing up I always wanted to be in the school setting and working with kids in some capacity. I started out as an English teacher, but then I quickly realized that a big part of my passion with working with kids actually came from more of the counseling side of it. So I'm actually finishing up my master's in school counseling. And when this position opened up, I just realized that it aligned so well with my reasons for working with kids that I knew that I wanted to jump on it.
While Mrs. Burke leads the academic side of the Success Center, Mr. Smith leads the social and emotional side.
The Success Center is more of a catch-all. We can catch any academic, social, and emotional in our building. You don't have to have a piece of paper to come here. You don't have to have an IEP. You don't have to be in trouble. It's kind of like a one-stop shop for any kid or teacher in our building.
While both Smith and Burke work on different aspects of this program, the two synergize very well with each other.
I think Smith is a fantastic fit for the Success Center because I think it's people like Smith that help to make it as successful as it is, because you have to have people that are flexible and that are ready to just adapt and change as necessary.
Mrs. Burke is wonderful. Mrs. Burke's background in academics is solid. She also has her degree in counseling, so it fits perfect into the Success Center.
Both Smith and Burke believe the program has had and will continue to have a positive impact on the school as a whole. And as Mrs. Burke advises,
do retakes, study, make to-do lists, and be kind to people.
This has been Elliot Riddle with BooneTV.
Over this past summer, Netflix released a documentary about 3-star NFL quarterbacks. Here is BooneTV's Cam Lehman with his review on the documentary Quarterback.
Hello Boone High, I'm Cam Lehman and this is my media review. Today I'm reviewing Quarterback. Quarterback is a Netflix documentary that follows 3 NFL quarterbacks as they navigate their way through the 2022-2023 NFL season. Quarterback follows 3 quarterbacks, all 3 in very different places in their career. The Chiefs quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, is the reigning MVP of the NFL. Kirk Cousins of the Vikings, who is coming off an 8-9 season, just barely missing the playoffs, and Marcus Mariota, who just got signed by the Atlanta Falcons, coming off a not-so-good season with the Las Vegas Raiders. The show gives exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the lives of these 3 NFL quarterbacks. Cons. Marcus Mariota gets cut halfway through the season. He does not appear in the show again until the last episode. 2. They seemed incredibly focused on Patrick Mahomes, and not so much on Kirk Cousins or Marcus Mariota. Pros. Patrick Mahomes is a really good quarterback. The show follows Patrick Mahomes and his team to a Super Bowl, and Patrick Mahomes wins another NFL MVP. 2. It shows the struggles of an NFL quarterback. It goes through all the struggles of being a quarterback and still being a part of their families at home. Overall, I give Quarterback a 4 out of 5. It is ultimately a really good show, but there are a few minor things that I would like to see implemented into Season 2. Thanks for watching my media review. See you next time.
What video games do you like? Ones that are long, short, and have music? One video game that is fast and has great music is Celeste. Here is BooneTV's Joe Newcomb with more about the game.
What is up, Boone High? My name is Joseph Newcomb, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the hit game Celeste. Celeste is a single-player platformer which has been stated to be one of the most challenging platformers since Super Meat Boy. Celeste can be played on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch. In Celeste, you try to climb a mountain with your jump, dash, and climb abilities, but the mountain has some weird effects that make it more difficult for you to do it. Some of the pros are that the game has a lot of content, so for how much you pay for it, you can play for hundreds of hours. Another pro is that the game has some of the best music I've ever heard. But some of the cons is that if you have some forms of colorblindness, it would be almost impossible for you to play because of how lighting works. It is also incredibly difficult, so that a lot of people won't be able to actually enjoy it. Overall, I'd give the game 4 stars because everything from the music and the graphics to the gameplay is just really good. But it's missing a feature so that people who have some forms of colorblindness can actually enjoy the game. Thank you for joining me this week, and hope you come next week. This has been Joseph Newcomb from BooneTV.
BooneTV's Jace Barrick hit the streets and asked high school students how many squirrels they think they can fend off in a crazed squirrel attack.
Question of the week! Question of the week!
Case, come help me with this fork.
Okay.
I suppose. What?
The squirrels took my popcorn. Son of a bitch!
How many squirrels could you take on a fight before they overwhelm you?
I want to say about 50.
Take me through your thought process.
Snap them in half like a twig. Like, what else do you want me to do? Crack.
Very nice.
I would probably say maybe 150, 175, around that range.
Take me through your thought process.
Well, the squirrels are small, and they're puntable.
This is Sparta!
So, you just keep punting them until they keep coming back. You just punt them. Punt cycle.
I agree.
I don't know.
2? Why 2?
I'm not that strong, and I like to run away.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Not good. Not good. Hey, BooneTV.
Oh my God.
I have a question. I have a question.
I would have to go with, especially with the shoulder mount, I would have to go with probably 1.5.
1.5?
Honestly, I don't think it would be a very big number because squirrels, they're pretty like savage animals. They would go crazy. So I think I would have to say like 3.
You're just not strong enough. No one's strong enough.
Oh my goodness. I would say probably maybe 3.
It's
not a whole pack, but maybe 3.
It's not good enough.
No?
Not enough.
300.
That's a lot. Take me through your thought process on that.
Honestly, if I just keep kicking, they'll die to 1 kick. So if I just keep fighting and smacking them away, they'll get scared off and then they'll run away. And eventually, if I take down enough, I could just like they'll be scared away. And I could use them as like nunchucks too.
I like that. I love it.
1.
Can you take me through your thought process on that?
They're scary.
No.
I have the Holy Grail.
They aren't friendly. They aren't friendly.
What a bunch of weirdos.
43.
Take me through your thought process on that.
The first few I'm going to be able to kick off pretty quick and start slapping some, but eventually I'm going to get bit in the Achilles by one of them or two of them, and then that's going to start to bring me down. So, but I think for a little while I'm going to be able to hold off.
Very strong. You're very strong.
Thanks.
78.
That's a lot. Take me through your thought process.
Well, per baby squirrel. Per capita.
Oh my.
No, no, no!
We're done here.
Okay. Question of the week! Question of the week!
Thank you all for joining us for this week's news show. We will be back next week with all the latest at BHS. In the meantime, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And now, from all of us at BooneTV, make sure you stay safe, stay cool, and have a wonderful week, Boone High.